Howdy, everyone.
Hello, friends and other friends. There we go.
There you are.
Hello. How's it going? Who's all here? I didn't pull up chat yet.
I got
Who's all
six people so far. Cafe PC, how
Yay.
you doing? All right.
So the title says we're going to be working on a motherboard tonight. Pretty simple stuff. And honestly, shouldn't even take too terribly long. However, I enjoy these mods. Oh, don't look at my bag of trash.
Oh, I can see your trash.
You saw my bag of trash. I need to get a trash can for out here. So let's move this into a good position. So as you can see here, we've got my motherboard. Now the next step is to take it apart. So I mean, there's plenty of videos online of doing even just this, and some people go as far as like painting the whole darn thing. Uh, that's not what we're gonna do though. That's a pain in the butt, and I wouldn't even recommend it. You're gonna spend about 2 days taping things off, and
Yeah.
even then you probably won't get it done right. So we're gonna paint the heat sinks here. So like this guy will come off. This whole white shroud comes off. I think I'll paint the heat sink under there, even though you can't really see it at all. I will though. So, and then this guy right up here.
It's more or less that
So do
you'll
that.
know it's not painted.
Right? Yeah, I know. I'll know it's not. So I have to do it. The stuff's pretty simple. Let me see if I can get you guys a good aim what we're about to do here. So all these are just gonna be little, I think they're like M2 screws. So get yourself a little and start going at them. So here's the one underneath the CPU. This guy's the plastic shroud. There's the one up there. South bridge. Oh, over here. It's flipped over, obviously. So start with this top guy. He's got a nice big plate.
Yeah, and if you guys don't have a
I would
proper screwdriver to do that, we do have a lot of different toolkits that are meant for PCs and laptops and all
and I'm
those
still
smaller screws.
I keep forgetting to finish our wholesale thing for iFixit. That is such a weird experience. Years ago, 3 or 4, I contacted them and I swear I already had like because we had iFixit kits.
We
Like
do have them. We
yeah,
just
we do have them.
they
But
come
apparently we never
through.
bought them directly.
Yeah, they come through Aqua Computer
That doesn't even make sense. So
or
yeah,
Alpha.
I'm the one that's responsible for doing it properly now. Ooh, this guy, that's really stuck. It might not even. Are these two connected? No. This guy should just come off now. I don't know if I'm gonna. Yeah, look at that. Come on, buddy. Ooh. So I think I'll even change these pads out because like this is. I bought this board off eBay, and yes, I did make sure it works before I did this. Uh, but I'm sure these are the original pads, and that one's toasted now.
Oh
I
yeah.
kind of wrecked it. So this is the first one we're gonna do. Let's keep going. That one was nice and easy. I think I'll leave this back plate on since it seems to be pretty well stuck. I'm sure. Yeah, there's also a thermal pad back there, so if I'm feeling ambitious, I'll take that one off as well and redo the thermal pad. So I think this one's gonna have a bunch of screws in it because this goes to the VRMs underneath the CPU as well as all this over here. So
Now, is there any of those heat sinks that you wouldn't want to paint for any reason, or is it all?
no, and I mean technically it is if you want the best performance, it's pretty taboo to paint your heat sinks as it is.
Yeah, because any
Because
coating does add.
yeah, any coating is gonna make it worse.
Mhm.
However, these are your motherboard heat sinks, and if you really care about it that much, then I would just water cool them. So
Yeah, it's true.
get rid of these things. These aluminum things aren't the best anyways. So, but I like how they look, especially when painted up. So this is gonna replace my board in my Spectre build, which is actually this board is gonna be an older board, but it'll be good anyways. So that board I did already kind of do these mods too, and I just want it to match again. So that's why I'm getting this done finally, so we can finish the Spectre build. We did the Wraith. I got the Wraith case after. Oh, nice. Look at that. This guy popped off now. So we'll paint this. Yeah, I got the Wraith after the Spectre, and I finished the Wraith first. So, yay me.
Is the are you still doing the Spectre build the way we talked about?
With the tubing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think what I'll do is just stream working with it because, I mean, Hank always wanted to like just list it and have it available. However, I'm not certain really that many other people are going to be as ambitious as me, especially after I show people
What you have
what
to
you
go
have to
through?
do to
Yeah.
cut it. Because it's literally one-time use. Like once you cut it and put the fittings on, you if you take the fittings off, you get to that piece of tubing's done.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I think it's gonna be awesome, but
Yeah, I
I
remember you
and
showing
we
me it.
can
It was pretty
even
cool.
sell some, but I don't think it's gonna sell. Like personally. Okay, so we got another one off. Look at this guy. So yeah, this is the one that I said you can't see. Um, we're painting anyways. Why is the oh, so that guy is separate. Oh, this one's connected to the South Bridge, so we're gonna get these two at the same time. Two for one. Has anybody else painted their motherboard stuff, or maybe even the whole thing? Like I said, I'm not that ambitious, but
I'll say, yeah, painting your whole motherboard is super ambitious.
and I still remember. I think Linus has done it. There's a couple other YouTubers, and it worked. You can do it, and it'll work.
Yeah, but that's a
Um,
lot of taping off.
dude, yeah.
Like,
Well, and I mean, honestly, like what I would do is I get like either blanks or like dead RAM. Put dead RAM in the slots
yeah.
just so you can paint. Like, cause taping off those slots, like I said, like you might even spend the time necessary, but even then, I wouldn't trust the tape to actually be blocking everything
Yeah, I mean,
from
we have
paint.
those, like, those slot protectors here,
Woo!
for the card keepers, but that, I mean, that's really only your PCBs, or you're not your PCB, PCI slots, but even
Yeah,
then, I don't know how well that would protect with paint. Like, since it's
exactly.
misty, yeah, it would be
I wouldn't
interesting.
I wouldn't do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would I personally, like I said, we're doing this today and even this is kind of taboo, but if you're careful with your board, there'll be nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Although you probably won't be able to RMA it though if you send it back in with painted stuff.
I mean, it was.
So remember that. However, this, as you guys can see, an X99 board no longer has any kind of warranty. So we're going for it. And it looks really kind of funny now, in my opinion. Real naked.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put him off to the side because this is the important bit. And you don't want to get this all full of paint or nothing. So set him off in a safe place. And now we can start getting to what we're actually wanting to work on. So these guys, we can get rid of this nasty old thermal pad. So I'm going to keep that around just so I remember the thickness. And then this is the South Bridge one. Look at that guy. Yeah, that one's a little thinner. So keep those around so I can match the thickness up with what I've got. Um, so the fun part about this is these parts, I think it's metal, but it's like a little cover. Oh, it's so blown
I
out.
would say it's so white. Your white is
It's
like,
so white. Um, I gotta adjust these webcam settings, I think.
yeah. I would say if you could turn off like the auto white and just turn it down. So
Yeah. Well, I wonder if I close the door in here so it's a little lighter or darker. It doesn't help that I have like 16 LED lights in this garage. It makes it like a doctor's office.
yeah.
So what I'm going to do with these is I want to try to pop these off as best without bending them because I would like to paint them a different color and instead of taping them off, we could just pop them off. Or no, oh yeah, that's right. I want to try to get this little, so there's, I don't know, it's so washed out. Gosh,
Yeah, auto exposure.
wish it was easy to get to it, but there's these little, can you see on this one? Like, what if I go like this?
That
It
kind of
looks like
helps. Yeah, yeah, there you go. There
there.
it's.
So you see the silver stripe?
Yeah.
That's like a vinyl, and I want to try to pull it off because the silver, that's actually the one color in here that matches. Although my build is blue, it's not sky blue. So I'm gonna try to pop this little vinyl off, and also if I can, pop the plate because this is just like an aluminum plate on top of the heatsink. And that way I could have like three different colors, which would look really cool. So I'm gonna try not to poke my finger off, but let's
Or
see.
just get some painter's tape and just cut around it.
Yeah, that was my second thought is since it is like you can feel it.
Groove, yeah.
Yeah, I could follow with the X-Acto knife. So I may end up doing that. However, like I said, I really don't trust tape and I hate taping shit off, so
Yeah.
ugh, yeah, I think I'm just gonna ruin it. So we will have to tape that guy off. Let me see if I can pull off.
Yeah, they're saying to heat it up first. Heating it up would probably
Yeah,
help.
that's actually true. Here, let me grab the heat gun. It's gonna be, you might want to mute me.
And adjust your
Yep.
white settings.
Well, I can't.
Yeah, well. All right, you're muted. You can go ahead and try this. Let's say you're gonna hear through my headset. I can hear you. Let's speed this up. Bring out the blowtorch. I'll say maybe the white will not be as bad now once you get that. I'll say how great would it be if you just you bent it a little bit. Oh, I was gonna say I wonder how fast till you just slice your finger. Watch Matt bleed all over the place. Get that off screen so the white adjusts. No, don't put it on screen. It's still on screen. Move it over. Oh gosh. Or adjust your white settings first. So you might be able to. It might let you.
Settings, video, webcam settings. Ooh, brightness. Oh no, that was fine. Camera control.
I just
Exposure.
unmuted him.
White balance.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, It's still super white. Like you can't even see what there. It literally looks like it's just erased off the screen for some reason.
Hmm.
It's so white. Oh,
Ooh.
it's really dark though.
Yeah, I gotta turn up the brightness.
A little more. A little more. Uh, that's too bright. Too bright. Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. Honestly, I don't know how much you're gonna be able to do. A little more. Little more.
Okay. Does that work?
Uh,
Oh, it's so grainy now.
as I say, you're very grayed out. Like you took out
Ah.
the saturation of color.
Oh my gosh. What are we gonna do?
But it definitely is better to the extent it's not blinding.
Yeah.
Before you could even read that it says Asus on it or even see that blue orc. That's getting better. Yeah, leave it like that. That's probably the best you can get it right now.
Okay.
It's not as horrible
Okay.
as it was, and it's not as blinding.
Am I still muted?
No, you're good. People can hear you. Here, I'm gonna mute you now, so you can do that.
Yeah. I got the
Uh,
gun.
okay, go ahead. I just got to hear you blasting that thing. Oh yeah, burn the fly. Yeah, Cafe, you probably are right on that one. Cafe said it's probably because you have your mod mat there, and it's pure black almost on the screen. It's if you Yeah, it's literally the two opposite colors or lack thereof color. I know lack thereof. Okay, we can get technical. I know. Well, one's the lack of color, and the other one's overabundance of color. Technically, if we if we want to get super precise here. Oh, let's see if he slices his hand again. We'll we'll change the stream name to from how to paint your Mobo Heatsinks to watch Matt slice his hand open. Definitely get more. Definitely get more views for that one. I bet. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Come on. Injury. Oh come on. To get in the middle. Yeah. But it still should help a little bit slowly pry it up. Yeah, just start pulling up and it should. Yeah. Well, then just bend it the opposite way. You're good. the smaller parts will. Get a screwdriver. Flathead. Slide it under there. Hey, you can get a little bit more, I think. Ooh, I can hear it. There it goes. Jeez. Yeah. Pour it on. Nope. At least you clean your cut while you're at it too. Or some Gugon. Yeah. Oh, yep, my bad. There you go.
Yeah. That guy's mostly cleaned up. Get some more alcohol on this guy. But in the end, I'm gonna rough these guys up some more. So honestly, they're gonna get plenty clean. Oh my gosh, I'm inhaling ISO. I'm so glad this is only 70 because I'm dying. Lungs are clean now. My mom will be so proud.
Now you gotta break out the blowtorch. Just catch it all on fire.
Right? Except we don't even see it though. It'll just be that blue, really hot.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's most of the adhesive off. And now, since these are all the parts we're going to paint, like I said, the green's just for cleaning. Then we have this gray boy. This guy's actually an abrasive. I mean, well, this is too, but not as. So we're going to start by trying to see how far we can get with just the gray pad. But honestly, you could go as far as getting out like 150 or 220 grit sandpaper. I believe this is supposed to be, oh, there goes my knife, close to like 200 or 300.
True.
But I like it a little bit more for this stuff just because sandpapers get shredded. I mean, even the Brillo pad's coming apart, but sandpaper doesn't last a second when you're doing rough stuff like this.
Yeah, I got rough, sharp edges and just tears it up too.
Yeah, and to be honest, the actual object is not to remove all the paint, and I think this is anodized. So, I mean, it's a really tough surface already. You really just want to rough it up a little bit, so you can tell that's like getting some more gray.
Yeah.
Than the other part. So
just give something to paint here too.
Yeah, the paint will actually stick now. So really all you're trying to do is just get it roughed up really good and cleaned off. So bear with me while we get this done. It's pretty simple, but necessary when it comes to paint work. Prep is everything. So if you can get your prep really well, usually you can get by with subpar paints like rattle cans, which is actually what I'm going to use. However, getting a nice spray boost and everything is the way to do it. But if you're just painting one set of motherboard heat sinks, I probably wouldn't drop $1,000 on a paint setup.
Yeah.
And when I do go to paint these, I will actually like tape off the bottom side because we don't need to hit those with any amount of paint at all.
Yeah.
They're already anodized, and that's where all the action happens. So.
Yeah, you just care about the top surfaces and the sides.
Yep.
No bottom.
No bottoms. The Southbridge one is really interesting. It's got the gas tube through it, so you do want to be careful not to like bend it because it is just aluminum. So, one down, 2 heat sinks and a shroud to go. Yeah, this this Brillo pad just getting shredded.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can see it all over the
Yeah.
table there.
Try to see if this is adhesive or what. It doesn't come off though. I don't want it to ruin my paint. So, is anybody else working on any fun builds right now? Like I said, is anybody painting motherboards or just doing regular mods? Or no mods? No mods isn't my kind of style, but I know some people do that. So that guy's pretty good. This guy should be pretty easy. He didn't have anything on top of him. Yeah, these things are like razor blades. Yikes. Okie doke. So this guy, I'm not sure. We might just hit this with sandpaper. I'm afraid that I mean, I would imagine the paint will cover it up, but I wouldn't mind the X99 actually bleeding through, but
Yeah, it'd be like a very subtle.
yeah, like a subtle X9. So if you want to get rid of it, I would definitely hit it with sandpaper because the Brillo pad, I mean, you might be able to sit here all day
Yeah,
and
Brillo
take it
pads
off.
just scratch stuff up for
Yeah, so it's
adhering it
just
to it, and
so I think I'm just gonna do this because, like I said, if I could keep these labels, I'm not gonna sit here and tape them off and cut it out or anything like that. But if they do bleed through, I won't even mind. So, but if you don't want that, then I would definitely sand it all the way down. Keep in mind though, plastic melts. So next, we're just gonna clean them up really good. But I believe I will share with you guys my paint choices. So to start, I always use self-etching primer. I believe it's specifically for metal. However, it works for anything. It's Rust-Oleum, so most Rust-Oleum paints you can pretty much paint anything with. Um, Definitely not the best paint by any means. However, it's readily available, and this is a great primer. I usually go with at least 2 coats of this, and in between the coats, I'll use the green pad. So this stuff does look a little bit rough. It looks pretty much exactly like the cap, go figure. So it doesn't look the best, and it doesn't have the smoothest finish. That's why I just knock it down in between each coat with that. Then, oh, I didn't grab my other paint, but 1 second. So there's plenty of options, like I said, without spending $1,000 on a paint setup. Start with your primer, always prime it. Then there's always like your regular Rust-Oleum. This is like definitely their most popular line is the 2 times Ultra Cover, whatever. Paint Plus, it says Plus Primer. I don't believe it. I use Primer. Um, this stuff works pretty good. Says it bonds to plastic, all the other materials. However, it's not exactly the best paint in my opinion. It's somewhat tough to work with. If you want to stick with cheap and with a good finish, I really like their engine enamels. Obviously, we don't care about it being 500-degree paint. However, the 500 degrees, they're gloss, and I don't know why, but this gloss black always turns out way better than any other gloss black I use. So if you're going for a nice gloss black, I would recommend that. Then, if you want to spend a little bit more than just Rust-Oleum, there's like special color matched paint you can order. Even most of your hardware stores, I believe, can get it in for you. This one's Color Right brand, which I've used a few of. This is yeah, Nissan Daytona Blue. So they're specifically meant for like automotive paint matching. However, obviously you guys know cars come in every color. So
Yeah.
they should have something that matches your build or whatever color you want. Just a step below that is Duplicolor. You'll find this at like AutoZone or Napa or any auto parts store. This is also meant to like mostly match your automotive colors. However, I think it misses pretty much every time because it's a rattle can. I wouldn't paint your car with this. However, it is really good paint. Like it is the quality of the paint and the way it actually lays down and the finish it leaves is actually really good. So you'll usually spend like $8, $9, $10 a can on this, whereas your Rust-Oleum you'll get it on sale for like $3, $4 a can. Just depends on kind of what you're going for.
Yeah, and I
There's
think
definitely
Rust-Oleum is one of those ones that you could literally anywhere. I think Walmart,
yeah,
Home
you'll get that
Depot,
anywhere. And it
Lowe's.
does work. I've just found that if you do like especially if you're going for like a nice high gloss, you're gonna struggle to do it with this. Whereas something like this or the Duplicolor, it's a lot easier to do. And even with this, like this, I still get a little bit of orange peel with, but if you put enough time into it, and like I said, definitely do the proper prep, and in between each coat, try to use a Brillo pad, clean it up, use your air gun, or at least wipe it off, make sure it's always clean. Paint is all about the prep, guys. Laying it down, it's rattle cans. So, I mean, until you get into spending a bunch of money, you don't need to really know the technique because it's a rattle can. If you don't know how to use that, then I would watch a few more YouTube videos, then get onto this part. But
Biggest thing
no,
is your
that's really all
distance
we.
from the material.
Yeah, I mean, there's all that, but I mean, you'll see it. Every can's different because like every knot, like this one's just got this stupid little nozzle, and then you'll have like Rust-Oleum as this,
Yeah.
and they all spray a little bit different. You can't ever spray a aerosol upside down. I always recommend trying to spray things vertically. Hang them if you can, like hang your things up. That usually helps a lot too, if you're able to do that. I think these guys will probably, I don't know, they don't really like to stand up by themselves though. Yeah, a good trick with stuff like this, your heat sinks, is take your little screw and then get like either a piece of string or mechanic's wire, and you can put it around the screw and screw the screw back in. And I get a little hooky to
Mm.
hang. So that's probably what I'll do. I'm not gonna be painting on my mod mat and stuff, and I'll actually paint outside because it's a beautiful day out. But yeah, that's really kind of all we have as far as showing you how to paint a motherboard. We really don't sell too much of this stuff besides like, your tools. We sell X-Acto knives, your tools. Do we even sell? We don't sell any rattle. You can't ship Eris. Well, you can.
No, we had the clear neon stuff, and we can ship it. It can't be international. The biggest thing is international.
Yeah,
You can't do any kind of international shipment with anything aerosol wise.
yeah. No, so I mean, I buy your paint locally or some of this stuff you do have to order. Like this, I do order especially. This will be actually what I use for these heat sinks. because it's like it matches the Spectre build. So
Yeah.
Daniel actually used a real automotive paint, like the actual stuff,
Hmm.
and I've used this, and it actually comes really close. So these cans will run more like $20 or so. However, if you are really looking to like match a specific color, it's worth the money. Um, or you can just go all out and buy a real paint setup.
Yeah, and like when Jeremy sprays rads here, I'm pretty sure he uses that color right stuff as one of
Does
the
he?
options. Yeah, I know we've ordered
I
it
was gonna, if
before.
you're not trying to get a super specific color, I'm guessing you probably get your blacks and whites and regular colors probably for more like 10 or 15 a can.
Yeah.
But since this is Nissan Daytona Blue, I'm sure they sell all of a dozen cans of this a year.
Yes, it has
Uh,
to be specially made, so yeah.
yeah, so like I don't think they go through too many of those and they're gonna charge more. But yeah, I would definitely do a little bit of research on your rattle cans, your stick and rattle cans. It is, in my opinion, worth spending, a little bit more for that before just actually making the full on jump to either powder coating or real spray gun painting. It's that's a whole new ball game. However, this is pretty simple, and here at PPCs, we have plenty of tools to get you going with it. We do have like I'm pretty sure we have like Brillo pad like stuff, all kinds of
I know we
tools.
have sandpapers that we sell for
Yeah, and
that
even
kind of
sandpaper
stuff.
would work. Like I said, Brillo pads just work a little bit better when you have weird shapes.
Yeah, you're not going to
Uh,
go through as many pieces of sandpaper
yeah.
from it getting torn apart and stuff like that.
Although if you actually were getting really specific, you'd want to use a piece of sandpaper for all these grooves. The
Yeah.
Brillo pad doesn't get in there. However, I don't care. But yeah, definitely hit us up. Our emails are below. So if you ever have
Yep.
questions and you're going to be doing something like this, for sure hit us up. We can try to help you out with it. Like I said, this wasn't as much water cooling related tonight, but it is just some simple modding. Definitely check out all our social media and share with us what mods you guys been working on. So
Yeah.
looking forward to seeing all that.
And I think what starting next week we're going to be doing a new stream, right? Maybe or not a
Yeah,
stream. We're going to do new
I don't
videos.
think it'll be a. Yeah, I believe we're gonna be trying to get more of a weekly video going. Um, not to entirely replace this stream by any means, but just to get you guys some more stuff from
Yeah.
us every week. So look forward to that. Um, I'll be back with more. Like I said, the Spectre is coming. This is another step in the right direction. So we're getting there. Hopefully next week I'll be able to show you guys some more. Because in the meantime, by next week I'll get this all painted up, and maybe next stream we'll put it back together, and I'll show you guys what the plan is for the rest of the build.
Yeah, sounds good. And then just so everyone knows, 4th of July is coming up, so we will have a coupon code sometime in the next week or two. I mean, what 4th of July is?
Like a week and a half.
Yeah, so most likely it'll go up a week from today. Will be a coupon code, and then for anybody that hasn't entered, we had a Father's Day giveaway that's still going.
Yep.
Um, and I think it
Finishes up soon.
ends. I think it ends next Wednesday. I'm not sure. I know it still has like roughly a week left, and it's for a wraith. There's like a first place and a runner up, which the first place is the wraith, some Bits Power fans, and an Optimus block, and then the runner up gets resonance from Singularity.
Yep.
So there's
All of them are super sweet
yeah, awesome
products to
prizes.
win, guys. So I'd get entered, and we'll definitely have more. The member giveaway is still going on in the Builders Club. So get over to Facebook, enter that if you haven't already, and share it with your friends.
Yeah, definitely. Because once that one's done, I know we have been talking about doing another giveaway once we reach another milestone that is supposed to be bigger than that, a lot bigger.
Of course,
So
always bigger,
yeah,
bigger the better.
yeah.
So we'll hopefully see you guys all